our guest, um, Pastor Segun Olaniyan, is a cybersecurity educator and award-winning cybersecurity educator with a lot of outlets to his name. He has trained and mentored upcoming cybersecurity enthusiasts, and he has a vast knowledge with vast knowledge in this digital space. So with joy in our hearts, I want us to make welcome the ministry of the cyber apostle. The cyber apostle. With God.
Good morning, everybody, or wherever you're joining from. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can, sir.
Great. So thank you so much for bringing me on, or bringing me up on this conference. It's a good one. Something like this should be happening. Helping people to understand how the digital realm works, how they can balance, up without being carried away from all of the trends and all of the things happening in the digital space, and forget about their personal growth, their personal lives, and making sure that their destiny is secured and they don't become victims of the negative things that are happening within the digital realm. All right, so I will just get straight to the point. How many minutes do I have?
You have 30 minutes and 15 minutes for question and answer.
All right. Okay, so I've been privileged to talk about digital well-being, and first of all, we need to understand what it means to be digital, right? Over time, before now, a lot of things are being done mechanically. A lot of things are being done in such a way that there are no optimization to the way things are done. Things are done mechanically. You have to follow certain processes, and then it takes time. Take for an instance, sending a mail or sending a letter from one place to another. In the past, before now, you have to write the letter manually and then send it via a mail, a post office, where they physically carry the letter. So you are looking at 2-3 months before the letter gets to the recipient. But with the introduction of technologies, the emergence of digital technologies, digital products, we began to hear electronic emails. It means that the physical mail that you are you were trying to send physically can actually be sent electronically. It means that the duration to which it gets to the recipient is shortened compared with when it was mechanical, when it was physical, and now in seconds. Presently, in seconds, you can send an email, and then the person will get it in seconds. And you can send an instant message, chat with somebody. In fact, you can share emotions even while chatting. These things were possible with physical contact before, but now technology has made it very easy for us, to integrate physical activities into technological activities that happens in the technological realm, right? And then the internet evolved from Web 1 to Web 2. Now we are in Web 3. Web 2, you are able to send email, you're able to browse, access certain websites with dynamic functions where you can interact with the form, you submit the form, there's a pop-up message, that's Web 2. Now Web 3, they are saying that we want to infuse real physical activities into, the realm the digital realm, where most of the things that happen in the physical realm can actually also happen in the digital realm. That you'll be immersed in the digital realm, thinking that you are actually in the physical realm, just like the virtual reality, where you are immersed in the digital realm and it looks so real, as if you are actually touching those things, whereas you weren't touching them, right? So technology has advanced to that point. So having said all of this, where do we stand as individuals? Um, you know, as touching or as regard the impact and the positive impact that all of these technologies are having in our lives, and the negative impacts that it is tend to have, because everything in this life have both positive and negative. So it depends on your approach to those things, right? Also, when it comes to using technologies and digital products, there are impacts, and there are positive impacts and there are negative impacts, right? Technology can change your life forever. Technology can change your life forever, and I'm talking from a place of experience, right? Technology can turn your life around, like totally. I'm speaking from a place um, of experience, right? And also, at the other hand, on the other hand, it can also damage your life, and that is why we are having this kind of session, so that we can know how we can balance up our use of technology and exposure to digital products and technology, so that we try our best to only use it to better our life and not fall victim for the negative part of using those products. So what exactly is digital well-being, right? Digital well-being talks about the impact of technologies and digital services on people's mental, physical, and emotional health. Mental, physical, and emotional health. That is what digital well-being is. The impact. What are the impacts on our mental health, on our physical health, and on our emotional health, right? So we'll be looking intricately into what all of this entails, and also we'll be looking at how can we identify and understand the positive benefits, right, and any potential negative, aspects with that comes with engaging digital activities, right? And that is what digital well-being is all about. Your ability to identify the positivity that comes with it and stick with the positivity, your ability to identify the negativity that comes with it and detach from the negativity, right? And then I will also be sharing some insight into some digital skills that can actually earn you big. I mean, earn you well, right? If you can go for those digital skills, like channel your energy into learning, acquiring those digital skills, um, um, uh, acquiring those digital skills, and not just sitting on the internet using the products from other people built, when you too you can build something that other people can use. I hope we get my point, right? um, so there is a model that was developed by JIC, JISC, JIX, and I'll be using the model to actually portray the different dimension of digital well-being. And I said the other time that how technologies can improve your life and can also bring down your life is what digital well-being Um, what digital well-being is. And then there are models that have been built around how technologies can improve our digital well-being, our digital life, and how it can actually bring it down. So the first framework in that model is your awareness and your capacity to change your digital practices. That's the first thing. Your awareness. The first thing is acknowledging that at this point I need to change my digital practice, or at this point, I need to, strategically engage with digital space or with the internet in a more better way. So a lot of people, has this problem of not identifying when they have to stop or when they have to continue, right? They continue to use, for example, let's say Instagram. No, TikTok. TikTok is more addictive than Instagram. Let's say TikTok, and then you see that you are spending 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, on TikTok watching videos that are not adding anything to your life. Now, a lot of people have been so addicted to that, digital product that they have lost touch with the awareness that it is affecting them, right? So the first thing is to actually be always conscious and have this awareness of when you need to change your digital practice. So when you begin to notice that I'm spending too much time, right? That is an awareness, and then that is a call for you to say, I must change my practice, and engagement with this digital product. So that's the number one framework in the model that was built. And then and identifying ways to leverage those impacts in order to improve your life. That's number two, right? Number three is acknowledging the negative impacts that technology. Right? So that is the third, framework around the model that was built. And this is very important because a lot of people have become so useless because of their engagement with the digital realm, all of these digital products. They've become so useless that they have lost touch with creativity. They can't think well because most of the things they stuff their mind with from the engagement they have with these digital products have actually reduced their creativity prowess or the degree of their creativity. For example, just watching somebody dance for 6 hours does not cannot right to reduce your level of creativity because you're spending time on things that are not adding value to your life and reducing your level of creativity and even interaction with people, right? Now let's move. Solution in mind to actually help people connect with their loved ones, right? And if you have lost touch or lost contact with a friend for a long time, you can easily find them on some of these social networks. Please, bro, Godwin, you can unmute and let me know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. I think what you have to do once you join the live, there's a volume icon and it has an X on it. Just tap on it and then it would you have the sound. I
All right, so I can
I can hear
continue,
you.
right?
Listen. Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right,
sir. Please
thank
continue, sir.
you. So, um, so what you have to do is make sure that every time you spend on any social network is what your time is what your time that you spent there. For example, every time I go on LinkedIn, I'm not just going there to go and look or to go and I'm going there to go and check what is going on in the cybersecurity industry. To know what is the trend, what is going on, is there a new data breach, what new technologies are out there. So like I'm updating my archive, I'm updating my knowledge base, right, based on my profession. And once in a while I go on a platform like LinkedIn more than a platform like Instagram, right? So more than a platform like Instagram, so I don't spend much time on Instagram. Have this retreat where you say, okay, for the next 3 days, I'm not entering any social network except for maybe WhatsApp because I needed to communicate with certain people or because I would use it for work. Let's say I'm going on a break, TikTok break for like 1 week. I'm going on Instagram break for like 10 days. This will really help you. You'll be able to take quote one time like that by one of the greatest guys in internet space. The guy said that most of the prominent internet products were developed outside of the internet. They were developed outside of the internet. It means that most people who have developed great products for the internet actually shut down their internet for them to be able to think and reflect and meditate, for them to now be able to produce some of the products that are being launched on the internet. So it means that if you really want to be productive and you want to actually, you know, um, produce something tangible, you necessarily not need to be active on the internet for you to produce stuff like that. I don't know if you get me, right? So you need to actually shut yourself out of all of the social network, internet jagujantis, and then you calm down and then tap into your unique ability and your unique gift for you to be able to bring out great ideas that can be launched on the internet. Be able to come up with anything great for you to actually launch as a digital product. All right. So I think I don't know how many minutes I've spent, but I will just quickly round up with the there are digital skills and new careers that are springing up from the digital realm, and that is why it is very important that you are in tune with what is happening in the digital, using on some of those social network app, and then when that time comes it kicks you out, you will not be able to. But a lot of people don't use it because they know that them that set those thing will still be the people, they will still be the ones who go and remove them because they still want to spend much time. You have to be very disciplined when it comes to taking care of yourself with the internet and the digital realm. And
If you have learned a lot, please use the chat box. Give our guest a clap. Like I mean, I've learned a whole lot from um, this short period of time I I spent listening to you, sir. And for those of you who do not know, um, Pastor Segun is my mentor. Although I'm not in the cybersecurity space, but he's my mentor. So please, I sincerely appreciate you, sir. Honestly, do, and I honor you a lot. So I don't know what your time schedule is like. If we can have the questions now, or maybe later after the second guest has done a session. All right, I have a question to ask concerning, you mentioned something about cyberbullying, right? So there was a time I was not on Twitter for I think like 2 3 years. I was not on Twitter, and the reason I left Twitter was because I thought that it was a violence zone. It still is, though. So if everybody they drag anybody, they know they send your papa. Once you talk anyhow, you call anyhow. So I avoided it because I didn't want to get caught up in the whole bullying and all. And then I don't know what you would advise us to do for those of us who are avoiding these social media platforms because of the bully we get from them. So would you advise that we do not involve ourselves in those bullying, we just read comment and pass, or we do not follow those accounts at all, or we just stay clear from the social media applications?
Okay, so I'm on Twitter too, but majorly I use Twitter for my professional engagement. So somebody like me doesn't even have the time to engage in other um, whatever. So because I use Twitter for my professional engagement, but my advice would be that first of all, have a reason why you are using Twitter. What reason? Why did you join in the first place? That's the number one thing. Why did you join in the first place? And also make sure that you tailored the kind of people that you follow and the kind of people that followed you. You tailor it to the reason why you joined Twitter in the first place.
Mm,
Right?
mm,
So I joined Twitter because of my cybersecurity engagement and all of those. Most of the people that are following me are cybersecurity people. Most of the people I'm following are cybersecurity people. So
that's great.
most of the pop-ups or most of the tweets that I'll be getting are more 95% are more geared towards cybersecurity, technology, and career-wise, right? Because the algorithm now, the Twitter algorithm is like that. It would sample the kind of people you follow and the kind of trend you have followed over time and bring such tweets to your timeline. Do you get? So you have to be intentional about that. So it
Oh,
reduces. So if you are intentional with that and you follow the right people, you follow the right posts, you post the right thing, the algorithm will register it that these are the kind of posts and these are the kind of things it will be suggesting and it will be bringing to your timeline. If you're somebody that interact with posts that has to do with political uh, many political stuffs or political fights and all of those are the posts that will have the most percentage on your timeline, right? So it is an algorithm that have been set to sample your interactions over time, and then based on that, the algorithm decides the kind of posts that it brings to your timeline. So I think that will really help you to be able to, um, you know, to be able to tell that technology, that platform, what you needed to see and what not you want to see.
great, great, great. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, sir. It has really been an insightful time. So for those of us just joining, our guest is I don't know if I should call him Pastor Segun or Cyber Security Segun, but then we call him Cyber Apostle, blending the ministerial and the professional part together. Cyber Apostle is Segun Olaniyan is his name. He's an award-winning cybersecurity educator, he has mentored a lot of people. I really wish I could also delve into cybersecurity, but then, I mean, it's not my area of strength. I'm staying majorly in graphic design, video editing, and all the. Okay, I think I delved into. I'm delving into programming. I think I mentioned it to him for the love of it, right? And then I want to task my brain, do something challenging. So thank you very much, Pastor
You're
Segun, for the
welcome.
awesome time. We look forward to having more sessions like this. It will not be mainly for a conference. We might not necessarily give it a tag. Can just spontaneously say we want to um, tackle a trend that is really messing on people's health and mental health. I think for the past 2 weeks, the LGBTQ people have been really, 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 really a lot. You see
Yeah,
this gay, you see this lesbian, and
yeah,
it's really been a lot. So something like that would have live sessions to tackle this. And I know by it, I now understand the trick behind this live streaming thing, because it was a lot. As at this morning, I was even thinking of probably asking you to do a video of yourself, sending it, and then I'll edit and post it on YouTube, because I'd almost given up. It was tiring, but all in all, it was an insightful time. Thank you very much, sir.
you're welcome.
It is an honor to have you here. God bless you, and enjoy the rest of your day. We want you to still be in the live session until you leave. I know you have other tasks and things to attend to. Thank you very much once
All
again,
right,
sir.
you're